Hello and welcome to Me and the Boys Show. So this episode is going to be a little bit different. So what happened recently is that my meme page, as some of you might know it by the name of educationmemes.in. So my meme page hit 100,000 followers on Instagram. So I am extremely glad because we started this meme page in our summer vacation when we were done with our 10th boards, and now our whole team, that is Rana and Aniket, we are extremely happy that we have reached this point. I mean, so what I'll be doing in this video is that I'll be giving a few tips and tricks to grow your Instagram account. So yeah, we got education memes from literally from zero to where it is right now, and there are certain particular things which we did. So I'd like to share those things with you. Yeah, let's begin. Basically, this video is for anyone who like, it doesn't matter if you uh, have a meme page of your own, or so this video is basically for anyone who wants to develop their own personal brand. And personal brand as in not a brand like say OnePlus or something like that, but create a separate identity for yourself on social media. Video is not only for those people who are they just have their own meme pages. This video is also for those who are food bloggers, or simply those who are making funny reels or something like that. So basically, this video is going to focus on how you can grow your Instagram account. So the first step I have for you guys is posting content regularly. So by regular, I don't mean that posting content on a daily basis. What I mean is that you should be consistent with your content, right? See, the basic thing is keeping your audience engaged with your content. As long as your audience is able to view your content, it shouldn't be like your audience is just able to see you once in a month or twice a month when you post a reel or post a photo or anything. So what is important is that posting regularly and interacting with your audience a lot, because engagement is what matters the most. One of the benefits of posting on a like posting consistently is that it keeps your audience basically keeps your audience with you. So your audience isn't completely distracted. It still knows that you're there, and more content you make, the more your audience gets to know about you, right? And that is good, because what we are looking for here is uh, is a bond with your audience, right? So that bond with your audience, that point I'll refer to that point later. But the thing is that you need to keep posting on a regular basis, or you need to be consistent with your content, because if you are not, then your audience will not exactly for otherwise what will happen is that not necessarily your audience will forget you or something like that, but it won't follow you that much. It won't be interested in who you are as a creator, as a person. Once you start posting regularly, what happens is that your audience starts getting more engaged with you, right? So what happens is that they are always looking forward to what your next reel or next post is going to be. Why is that? Because you are making an impression in front of them, say every 2 days or every 4 days, because of which what happens is that you get into their mind, right? So like for example, we remember like obviously, I mean, I myself follow a lot of meme pages, but the only meme pages I remember are those the meme pages which I follow and they post content regularly. Those are the meme pages I am able to remember. Or yeah, consistency, as in you should also be consistent even if your followers are not growing, because Even if your followers are not growing, that doesn't mean that oh no, I should maybe stop making content, this is of no use. So no matter how much following you have, say 10 followers, 20 followers, 50, 60, 100, it doesn't matter. The thing is, even if your audience is not growing, you have to cater to your own audience, and you have to cater your own audience right now, because you don't want them to leave, right? Already if your page isn't growing, then you don't want it to go down, you always want it to go up. But when it is not going up, at least uh, make sure that you're keeping it steady. So the second point I would like to make is using hashtags. So hashtags are, some people think that they eat up a lot, eat up space in your caption. Some people also say that hashtags sound a little unprofessional, but I don't think so, because what happens is that when there is some trend going on, it immediately gets converted into a hashtag, right? In our case, for educationmemes.in, hashtags helped us a lot. So you go to any of our page and any of our posts on educationmemes.in, you will see multiple hashtags saying memes, funny memes. So what happens is that whenever whenever anyone visits these hashtags, a new person, I'm saying that whenever a new person visits these hashtags, they immediately are able to see our posts. So that helps us getting a lot of engagement, and actually that is what has helped our meme page to get here today. I'll tell you one thing, that when we were at 5 to 6,000 followers, I guess we were using the same hashtags, and now at our 100K followers we are using the same hashtags. No change. What In fact, we when we are around 40 to 50K, we tried changing our hashtags, but then our growth suddenly dropped. So it's not just using hashtags, it's using hashtags which are suiting your content. So and of course hashtags which are getting attention. You just cannot type any random hashtag and expect to get attention or something like that. So two things, basically using hashtags and using relevant hashtags, and hashtags which relate to your content, not just any random hashtag or stuff like that. The third point is being original. So I know that many people must be like, even on my meme page, many memes are reposted. So it's not like that actually. You compare my meme or our meme page, Rana, Aniket, and my. So if you compare our meme page to other meme pages, you will see a lot of difference. What we do is that we post good memes, all right, and we don't get to the emotional stuff, like emotional or vulnerable stuff. Like for example, you will see tons of meme pages posting quotes, or posting things such as if you love your mother, hit one like, just stuff to garner attention and garner likes. This will work on a vulnerable audience, but I think it's completely unprofessional doing such things, because if you really do love your because liking a because doing such a thing, liking it because it says if you love your mother, then you have to like this post. Instead, what you should really do is that you should go to your mother and talk to her, ask her how was her day, instead of liking such a stupid post. And uh, and one thing I observed in other meme pages is they are spreading excessive positivity everywhere. I am not able to think of examples right now, but in general, they even instead of focusing on memes, which is their main how do you say purpose of the page, they also focus on putting some quotes or something like that. Not quotes as in such, but they put stuff which is excessively positive. It is. somewhat motivational, but I mean, how encouraging is it? It just lasts for a few moments. We just get that feeling of encouragement for a few moments, and then it's done. So we don't post stuff like this. We completely are focused on our memes and the quality of our memes. I mean, a lot of meme pages, they like repost a lot of memes. We barely repost any of our memes. Repost as in from our own meme page. So what meme pages do is that they just take one post from say 1 month back or 2 months back, and they post it again and again and again. So we don't do such stuff. So basically, being original or being different. In our case, it was being different. You have a lot of meme pages, but in our case, we were different from our competition, right? So even if you are not able to be completely original, at least be different. There should be something different in your content that than others that should make your content stand out. So the thing should be that your content should be different than others so that you are able to stand out, right? Just be yourself. Don't just focus on getting likes or getting attention. I always believe in making a bond with my audience. Like for example, whenever someone DMs us, I or someone from our team, say Rana or Aniket, we always DM them back. Mostly, even if it is just replying to our story, still we reply back to them because we respect them a lot, and we are glad that they are following our meme page. So it is basically we focus more on developing a bond with our audience, right? There are take Q&As, then just interact with them. Basically, don't ignore their stories. Don't ignore their DMs and all. Respect them, and yeah, I mean, this is the third point. Just being original, being different than others, so you can stand out. And the last but not the least is don't give up. I mean, this is very easy to say, but implementation as in following this or having this attitude instilled within you that no, I'm not going to give up. It is very, very, very difficult. If you are willing to get to that level, then if you want to get to that level, then you must literally never give up no matter what happens. Even if you're even if you're even if your audience is unfollowing you, even if you're not growing, you if you're really passionate about what you're doing, you cannot give up. I mean, you should say this to yourself that no matter what happens, I'll do this, I'll do that, but I won't give up. I mean, that is very important. And I mean, the feeling is very common. Like if something is not really working out, then the best thing to do would be to take a break or giving up. So instead of taking a break or directly giving up, what I suggest you people to do is experiment with your content, right? So do something else. Like for example, if you're posting reels or posting just some random funny content, or anything as such, switch your content a little bit. Like for example, you could raise your voice against against a cause, or you could start logging or something like that. But you have to keep experimenting, because see, when do you get the feeling that you want to give up? When you're doing everything but nothing is happening. So that shouldn't be the case. It shouldn't be like, no, I've done everything, I've done this, I've done that, it is not growing, it is done. So it shouldn't be like that, because there is always another way out, right? So basically, or also, I if your page isn't making steady growth or anything, like, or if it isn't growing, what you could do is collaborate with other creators, collaborate with with other people. What happens is that when you collaborate, you get an access to a completely different audience. So even I remember that in when education memes was at 6,000-7,000 followers, what I would do is that I would hit up these meme pages on Instagram with around 100,000, 200,000 followers, and I would ask them for collaborations. Most of them denied, but like a few of them which I DM'd, it actually worked. We were able to give each other shout outs or something. We were able to give each other shout outs. So it is not like that. Basically, collaboration helps a lot. So that's it for this podcast. I mean, not for this podcast, for this show. You might have noticed that I changed the channel name from Me and the Boys podcast to Me and the Boys show. Why I did that? Because this was not really a podcast. We just took up different topics and we talked on them. And my videos are like 10 to 15 minutes, which doesn't really make it a podcast as such. But yeah, I mean, so so which is why I named it Me and the Voice Show. I wish all the creators out there who are striving, who uh, who have set goals for themselves, best of luck. And yeah, this is it. Take care. Bye bye. Once again, you are watching Me and the Boys Show.